Hey yo, Butternut Duke here. How's it going? Welcome back to the adventure guide, an adventure playthrough to the world of Valheim. So it has been a little bit of time in between episodes. I was quite massively distracted by another game called Ark Evolution Evolved, I think it's called. I've already forgotten the name. But I am now back, and since being back, a new update has dropped in called Hearth and Home. It's an update that sort of fills out the game more rather than progresses the game. So there are no new bosses or anything like that. Rather, it's a game that adds lots of new features. So it's supposed to, well, the Hearth bit is supposed to be adding new ways to add to your buildings, new furniture and things you can build. And then, I don't know, that's alright, that's the home bit. The Hearth bit is food, because there's a whole load of new food items. They've changed some food bits, and they've now made food either significantly favour health or significantly favour stamina. Although I think there are a couple of foods that actually that are balanced out, but I think there's like two of them maybe. So we are going to have a look at the updates in Hearth Home. It's not going to be a fully comprehensive guide on the update, more of a catch up for this adventure guide. So we're going to look at things that would have changed right at the beginning of the game all the way up to this point, which is we're at the swamp stage still, the dreaded swamp. Need to get back in there at some point. So yeah, we'll take a look at food first. So I think best place to talk about food is in the kitchen. So let's head on off to the kitchen. Right, hello, and we're in the kitchen. So I got a few foods on me already, and as you can see, they now have these little fork symbols next to them, either red or yellow, showing that they either favour the health or stamina. So for instance, we have, let's look at the grilled necktail. So you can see it's got a red fork, and as such, yeah, it's got 25 in health and only 8 in stamina. While over here the Queen's Jam has 14 in health but a 40 in stamina. So yeah, you're going to be eating sort of those foods obviously for stamina and those for health. So another little change they made was to cooked meat, which has now been, it seems to be now cooked boar meat, and you also now need to go out and find something called deer meat. And I actually went and got some just to have a look at this new update before talking about it. And so when you cook it, it is slightly better than that of the boar meat, which is really good, because generally I think I get my meat from deer and not from boar. So I think those boars, they're still safe out there. Good little boars. But talking of boars, there is actually a little change to that, which we'll come on to later actually. Don't want to spoil the workshop surprise. So, that was an unhappy boar. What's he doing? So cauldron, yeah, we got a few different new recipes here. Yeah, there's boar jerky. It's one of those recipes I was talking about that does balance between the two. What is going on out there? Anyway, but yeah, so that balances it out. Also got this deer stew. Looks pretty good for health. I think. Oh, and this minced meat sauce. This looks good. I will be making this part of which bit was it? It was the home bit that adds buildings. We now have improvements to the cauldron to actually level it up. So we can now make a spice rack, which I'm going to have to do at some point, I guess. Guess that does something. I don't know, did anything actually say I need a level 2? Yeah, no idea. I'll do it anyway, and we'll find out. And so yeah, there's a few other foods that I need to get my hands on. Apparently we can get fish. We can make something called black soup and a muck shake. So that should catch us all up to this point in the game for food on the swamp bit. So then so you ask why is this all happening? Well, clearly the reason is to help you specialise in certain areas of the game, choosing what different combats you want. But before I go on that, what is under this floorboard? Oh. Wow, don't know. Don't have a workbench near us. But anyway, it's yeah. Once you just sort of specialise in your sort of combat style. So I think if you're going to be, for instance, having a bow and you're standing at the back, well away from any sort of enemy attacks, you're going to be wanting probably mostly stamina, if not all stamina. Because you'll be just pumping off arrows after arrow after arrow, which all uses stamina. You don't need to worry about health too much. But then, let's say you have, well, that was all stamina. Let's work down the scale here. So you got a two-handed weapon, so such as stab breaker or a battle axe or an attacher. You obviously don't have a shield to fall back on, so to deal with enemy attacks, you've got to dodge. So obviously, dodging uses stamina. So you want stamina. But obviously you're going to be getting in the way of attacks from the enemies. So you do want some health. So that's probably where you probably you want 1 health, 2 stamina. But then let's go with 2 health, 1 stamina. I would say that's where you're. Now you got a shield and a one-handed weapon such as spear, sword, or mace, or axe. Got an axe. So yeah, so the health. There you're there. You're relying on your shield to take the blow, but you're also dealing damage. So they've made a little change to shields, so you now have something called a stagger bar. So you would have seen the enemies do this. When you hit them, sometimes they do a little stagger, and then you can do a critical damage when you follow up on it. So that can now happen to you on your shield. There's something outside. I can hear it. He's attacking things. What's he? What's all that? All my boar are dead. All my bees are dead. Oh my days. Where'd he go? You mean little person. Why would you do that to my boars? Oh, and there's a brute. Oh my day. I mean, thankfully that brute was already hurt. Oh yeah, he's on the wall. Oh my days, that's all my boars? Oh, that was mean. Now I've got to go through all that process of getting boars again. Ah. Interesting, you've got puke berries. So I think that... Oh, now it's got so much stuff now, don't I? So yeah, I think the puke berries... They're called puke berries? What are they called again? Puke berries. I think you eat that and that cleanses your food, resets you. But let's sleep because I don't want any more of those guys. I can't believe I lost all my boar. That's... Why are they spawning you? I guess it's not lit up enough. A boar trophy? Didn't even kill it. It's my inventory. I swear I just emptied this. Right, so anyway, as I was saying, shields now have stagger. Actually, that brute would have been a really good example to show that off. Oh well, he's dead. But yeah, so to make your stagger bar bigger, you need more health. So it's going to be, when using shields, it's quite important to have health. And then, yeah, the final option, I think you're going for like an all-out sort of tanky role, where you're just going to be absorbing all the damage. One, you want a tower shield, and then yeah, you just go all 3 of your food slots into health. Because not only can you absorb damage that way, also you're increasing your stagger bar to the max. So, let's make the spice rack, and which I don't, for some reason I don't have a workbench here. Let's whack a workbench to the... that would have been a great spot for that. Guess it's going there then. Oh yeah, I'll make my bee nests as well, because they went. So what do we need? Turnip, thistle, mushroom, carrot, dandelion. And I should have all that. Okay, so it turns out I am waiting on my turnips to grow. So that's the last ingredient on the spice rack. So they will, when they grow, we'll build it. So yeah, so we covered, halfway covered through food, and we sort of talked about combat, I think. So the next thing is they've added in some new seeds. So we now have, I think, seeds for all the trees, including oak and birch. So I actually already have some birch seeds. I only had to cut down 4 birch trees to get 2 seeds. So it's, I guess, a dwindling rate. So I don't think we're going to be expecting any mass forests of birch trees, but I guess it will just help a little bit. Obviously, kind of end game-ish where we get to the plains, there literally is forests of birch trees. So we will get there eventually. So let's plant these ones. So just like the beech trees, we select birch tree and just plonk those down there. Very nice. And then what I'm going to do is I want to go try find some oak saplings. I love the oak trees. I'm not going to chop that down, and I'm not going to chop that one down either. So I think I got some meadows. Where am I? Over there? Over here? Also over there. But let's go... let's go this way. Let's see if we can find a meadow over that hill with an oak tree. And we'll chop that down. Again. Right, let's chop this oak tree down and see what we get. Oh, we get a lot of resin. Oh, I don't think we got any seeds actually. No. There's an oak tree. And that could also be an oak tree, I think. Yep. Hopefully one of these will give us a sapling. Yay, there we go. We got acorns. Oh right, yeah, acorns is the seed, but because I got the cultivator, that unlocks the recipe to plant that oak tree. Right, so quick updates on the turnips. I've got 3 planted now because a boar started eating them. But he's now trapped in the pen, ready to be tamed. So, yeah, you know, swings and roundabouts. But, yeah, no other boars better come eat those, because those are the last of my turnips. So, yeah, still just waiting on those to grow. So, in the meantime, I'm thinking, I think around here is actually going to be a nice spot for the oak tree. Not too close to the farm, because obviously going to have that problem again where things don't grow. Yeah, I think here, because over here we'll see it coming in from the shore. One there, and then we've got another one. So, where are we going to put it? Here. We are waiting on turnips, but let's head over to the workshop area. And here we've got the workbench. And here we got something new. We have the bone tower shield. Ooh. So obviously this is a very early game shield, because it's got block armor 32, block force 100. So yeah, it doesn't compare to the banded shield made of iron. But yeah, that's interesting. Not too sure it's massively needed, but at that point in the game. And then at the forge we got 2 new items. So we have the butcher knife. So we can't kill boars now once they're tamed anyway. Not in the old way. Now we have to use a butcher knife to kill them. So I need to... I mean, there's no hurry now to make one because I don't have any tamed boars. But I will need that. And... was it a banded shield? No, it's the iron buckler. This is new. So it's not quite as good at blocking as the banded shield, which is what I currently have. But it does have this parry bonus, which is better. So yeah, I want to stick with the banded shield. Right, now we got all the ingredients to make the spice rack. Let's place it. So we can't just hang it up on a wall like that, or on the floor, or anything like that, or the ceiling. It's kind of got to be hanging off like a little shelf or something. So if we just put this bit up there, and we just hang it off there, like that. Doesn't that look good? Oh look, we can make black soup and muck shake, which is brilliant because those were the the next foods that I need to be able to make on this list. So let's have a look at that. Black soup, blood bag, oh honey. So yeah, that's really good for health. Health. And a muck shake. Oh, that's really good for stamina. Oh, and it uses ooze. Nice. There's actually a use for ooze more than just something rubbish. Right. Well. But for the next episode, I'll be definitely heading back into the swamp, getting myself some more iron. Also in my inventory I just seen, while waiting for turnips to grow, I did make myself a butcher knife, and I have also now got 2 wild boars back in the pen, so I'm just waiting for them to tame up and then breed them up, and then I can get back to well, I'd probably just leave them in there. The deer meat's better. But yeah, so I think that's is it for the quick update to Hearth and Home. Obviously we'll be coming across lots of new features as we progress through into the adventure guide. But that is it for this episode. So if you have enjoyed this episode and would like to see many more, please hit that like button. Lets me know that this is actually worthwhile. And please subscribe to keep up to date. Until then, see you on the next one. Bye!